Hey girl, hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a new launches video. I love doing these. These are one of my very favorite videos to film for you guys. But today I wanted to do it a little bit different and make a tutorial out of it so you guys can actually see the products in action. You can see them on my face. And then that way it's not just an entire video full of swatches. So before we get into this, please make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up if you want me to continue filming videos like this. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to come follow me on Instagram because you guys will always find me on Instagram when I'm not on my YouTube channel. And also, while you're at it, leave a comment down below and let me know if you would prefer me to film these new launches videos as tutorials rather than just sit in front of the camera swatch videos. Is this more fun or do you like the other ones better? Let me know. And we'll get into the video now. So I've kind of had a little bit of a tough time filming this video. I filmed it twice previously, both times. It was just hard to organize all these products. I felt like I was talking too much about them. Second time around, I completely lost the footage of my swatches. There were so many swatches, and to lose that footage somehow, I think I probably accidentally deleted it actually, which is so horrible, but I was like, I can't put this up without the swatches because I have been noticing in your guys' comments, you really appreciate the swatches and that's something that you want more in the videos, and I was like, I can't put it up without those. I don't want to re-swatch everything, and I was like, the videos were just turning out way too long. So I thought that this would be a little bit more fun and interactive for you guys if I actually use the products on camera versus just swatching them. And then that way you guys can really, see them in action, and you'll see them on my face instead of just, swatched on the back of my hand. And I felt like I could more easily speak to these products and kind of show you what I'm talking about by using them on camera with you. So I thought that'd be fun. I'm gonna start off with a lip balm because it's a necessity. This one's by Caudalie. It is the lip conditioner. So we can get started off with the first product, which is CoverGirl's new primer. This CoverGirl Colourpop. This is Colourpop's new matte and blur primer for smooth, even skin and a matte finish that lasts all day. You guys know I'm not too crazy about mattifying products, but this is a really soft matte, and if anything, I feel like it barely makes your foundation turn more matte. It just more so makes your foundation last longer wherever you get oily. So it's not a primer that I would put on top of dry patches, but putting it wherever you get oily, it's just gonna increase the longevity of your makeup. So this is exciting. It is Colourpop's new No Filter foundation. Now I wear the shade medium 80 when I don't have tan on. This is my, natural skin color, no tan on. So this seems to be a perfect match. When I'm not tanned, when I am tanned, it's way too light. It's really nice that the product itself comes with a pump and it stays clean for the most part. Sometimes pumps are really messy, but you guys can see I just squirted the product out and it doesn't get everywhere. The pump stays nice and clean, so I really actually do appreciate that. My favorite way of applying this foundation is with a brush, just picking it up on the back of your hand like so. I just like to lightly start stippling this into the skin. It does dry kind of quick though, I will have to say that. You want to work in thin, light layers just to avoid caking, but see, like I'm not even really talking that much because once it sets, it's pretty much good to go. For my skin type, especially using this mattifying primer, I really barely have to use any powder, so that's really nice. But that being said, if you have a drier skin type, you might want to consider skipping on powder too if you're going to use this stuff. So guys, I am going to quickly prime my eyes just because we will be using some eyeshadows. I'm using the Benefit Air Patrol primer. Just going to put this like lightly all over my eyelids. And then I'm going to use my fingers to blend this in. I'm using a little bit extra because I want more of a blank canvas. I'm doing somewhat of a more smoky look, so I just like having a little bit of an extra base on the eye. So excited to share this eyeshadow palette with you. Today we are going to be using the beautiful Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I have been traveling with this every single time I travel, and then even for just short weekend trips, it's the palette that I bring because it has every... Wow, I just dug my fingernails into the black shadow. That's really cool. Okay, anyway, it has all the colors that you would need. I think it's an excellent, well-rounded palette. You even get some of these like really fun, dark, mossy tones, which I am such a huge fan of. So I'm gonna try to do, I don't know, we'll probably do like kind of like a green smoky look. I feel like that would be really fun. This nude shade called Weekender, and I'm gonna pop that all over the eye and the crease. This will be our transition shade. It's just a really nice natural nude tone, and I will say that every shadow in this palette is very pigmented and it's easy to blend. The only colors in this palette that I haven't used yet are the purple and the 2 pinks, but everything aside from that has just been really easy to blend, and they all have amazing pigmentation, all of that. So I'm super pleased with this palette. Next, I'm going in with this darker brown shade called Riff, and I'm gonna use this to kind of further intensify just the outer corner of the eye as well as the crease, just because I like to have a little bit of extra definition in the eye, like on the eye, sorry, like right about here. Next, we're just going to further deepen up those areas, and I'm gonna use this shade right here called Punk, which is more of like a deep cocoa brown, but just using a tiny bit of this one because it is matte and it's very intense and very pigmented. So I'm just gonna kind of like lightly tap that into place and sort of slowly blend it in further on the eye. Okay, then I'm going in with the shade Wanderlust, that dark green, just on the...
Hi, it's me. Totally forgot that when I was recording this, I guess I didn't hit record, but I only didn't show one shadow, and that's the shade Radio, and you can see I didn't put it on the outer corner. That's all you missed.
But I'm just gonna apply that kind of more towards the outer corner because it's more of like a deep mossy green, so I want to kind of have it get a little bit darker right there. I'm always going back and forth and kind of blending this edge where the lid meets the crease just so that stays nice and soft and nothing gets harsh, because I don't want there to be any like harsh lines from the shadows. Okay, this is like a tiny little Urban Decay brush that I actually got from another palette, but I'm going to take the shade Jet, which is this darkest one right here, and lightly tap that on the outer corner. Just on the very outer edge of the shadows, kind of pull it in like this, just so that we have some dark definition back there and just blending out the edges. Okay, now I'm taking the shade Breakaway, and I'm going to use this to highlight the brow bone, just to put like a little bit of lightness under there. And then I'm going in with that green shade again, Wanderlust, and I'm gonna blend that all along my lower lash line, mixed with a little bit of the Drift shade, which is like a shimmery gray, and just kind of apply that down there. I don't have any new concealers, but you guys know I love this one from Wet n Wild, so I'm actually just gonna use this one today. And since this is more of a smokier look, I do wanna like brighten up my under eye area a little bit extra. This one gives my under eyes a good amount of coverage, but to just kind of, you know, like brighten things up a bit, I'm gonna use some of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Sand, which is a lot lighter, and it'll just kind of give my under eyes a little bit more of a bright, wide-eyed look. So I'm gonna kind of do that little triangle. You guys know I like to let my concealer sink in while I'm doing my brows. So NARS came out with these new Brow Perfector pencils. I'm gonna try using Medium Brown Cool. You guys know I like to do my brows while I wait for my concealer to just kind of get a little bit tackier and work into the skin a little bit nicer. This is actually my first time using this brow pencil. I haven't used it yet. But with brow products, it's pretty easy to tell if you like it or not right off the first time using it. So I didn't think it was that big of a deal if I haven't tried this one yet. But I do actually really like it. It has such a nice fine tip. It really reminds me of the Marc Jacobs brow pencil. I'm gonna blend in my concealer. I'm also using it to kind of correct the outer corner of my shadow. I might have like over blended a bit. I'm going to take this shade called Big Sky, which is kind of like an aquamarine color, and I'm gonna like lightly pat this right on the center of the eyelids because I feel like it could make the eyeshadow look a little bit more wet. It's almost like a minty aquamarine. That is seriously so dope, guys. So when I do a look that's as dramatic and smudgy as this one, I want to keep the face nice, light, and fresh. I don't want the face to be, you know, too dramatically contoured or anything like that. and I don't want it to look powdery. I really want the skin to look dewy and light, just because I feel like if I go for more of a matte finish, this might just get like a little bit overbearing. So I'm gonna use something light. Bare Minerals actually came out with a hydrating mineral veil. They came out with an illuminating mineral veil and a tinted mineral veil. So I really like the illuminating mineral veil because it's more of a like shimmery reflective setting powder. Today I'm going to use the illuminating mineral veil just because it's a little bit more of a reflective shimmering setting powder rather than something that's completely matte. I'm just going to lightly press this on the skin. I wasn't planning on actually doing a look this dramatic. It just kind of turned out that way. I actually don't have a new bronzer to try, so if you guys know of a new bronzer launch that you really want me to try on my channel on camera for you guys, then just leave it in the comments down below. But today I'm going to be using NARS Casino. This is one of the sun washed bronzers, and I'm just going to lightly apply this all over my face with an angled brush just because I do want to warm up the skin. I feel like we need some warmth with a look this dramatic. 3 new blushes from Laura Mercier, which I'm in love with. This first one is the shade Sangria, which is like this gorgeous berry. It's a little bit more dusty and it's not too much of a bright berry tone, so I love this one. And by the way, these are called the Blush Color Infusion blushes. This one is in the shade Rosé, which is a really gorgeous, again, more muted pink undertoned rosé shade, but I like that it's a little bit more dusty and it's not quite too pink. Very flattering and easy to pull off on the skin. And this last one is the shade Peach, which is really pretty. It's like a light peach, but it also has a very soft gold shimmer throughout it, so super flattering. Today for this look, I think we're gonna go with Rosé just because it's the lightest and it's gonna be the least distracting and competitive with an eyeshadow look like this one. So I'm just gonna pick it up actually on my foundation brush like so. Then that way I know I'm not gonna get too much of an overpowering pink. I will do that when I'm doing smoky eyes because the foundation that's already in the bristles of the brush will just kind of tone down the pigment of the blush and make it a lot less intense, and you don't have to worry so much about anything looking too clownish. Guys, I'm so excited about these highlights. I can't wait to share these with you. These are the Pixie by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo highlights. My favorite one is in Subtle Sunrise, which comes with a gold and a rose gold shade. And then there's one that comes with like more of a pink and a bronze, and this one is Delicate Dew. So both come with more of a gold and then a pink, but when you feel these, they feel like butter on your skin. They're so ultra pigmented and so reflective. They are incredible. Here's that gorgeous rose gold. Look at that. And then here's the like lighter champagne one. I can't get over that. They're so pretty. So I'm going to start off with this golden shade from the Subtle Sunrise duo, and I'm going to use this to highlight the inner corner of my eye because it really just makes the inner corner of your eye look wet. And then I'm going to grab this stippling brush, and what I'm actually going to do is kind of press it in this deeper bronze shade that I just obliterated with my fingernail. And I'm going to sweep this across the face, and they give you the most buttery, wet looking highlights. It's absolutely mesmerizing what these do to the skin if you apply them in kind of like a more swirled motion and really like work with a small amount of product. Okay, and then we're just gonna quickly set the face. I'm using Colourpop's new All-Star Setting Spray. I also thought it was super funny how on the back it says, P.S. don't spray directly into eyes or mouth. Can you imagine someone taking a setting spray and being like, that'd be ridiculous. But I'm just gonna quickly set my face. This one has a little bit more of a erratic setting nozzle sprayer, so I like to do a couple sprays into the air before I spray directly on my face, just so you can avoid getting any big nodules. Milk came out with a brow gel. This is the Kush brow gel from Milk. Now the clear brow gel is just your traditional clear brow gel, but then any one of the ones that have shades to them, so I usually wear the shade Grind. The tinted shaded ones actually have little fibers in them. So today I do want to use the clear one just because that's the one I like the best. And what I really like about this brow gel is the amazing tiny, teeny, tiny little applicator brush. So you're able to just like really comb through your brows and shape them the way you want. And it's a really great strong brow gel that will keep your brows in place all day. So Marc Jacobs came out with some new eyeliner pencils. These are actually something that I also haven't used yet, but I love the Marc Jacobs Highliner gel eyeliner pencils, and these are just the glitter gel highliner pencils. That's a lot to say. Today I think I'm going to use this shade called Glitter Bug, which looks like a deep brown, and I'm gonna use this to kind of just define my upper lash line. So it's really, they're super creamy, and I can see the glitter in them. They're like these really creamy, it's a creamy chocolate mocha brown with a soft glitter fleck throughout it. Two mascaras I'm going to be sharing with you guys, but before I put them on, I did use a little bit of the Maybelline Lash Stiletto waterproof version just so you could really see this mascara working at its best. I'm going to be sharing with you Glossier Lash Slick and Milk Kush Mascara. Now, Glossier Lash Slick does hold a curl decently long in my lashes, but it really does need some sort of waterproof base just because my eyelashes are super straight and Asian. And then Kush mascara is really awesome because it gives you like flirty, wispy volume. So on my lower lashes, I'm going to use Lash Slick, and then on my top lashes, I'm going to use Kush. And the Kush mascara actually has CBD oil in it, which is supposed to be really conditioning. I just really like the formula of the mascara itself. It gives you that nice wispy false lash effect, lots of length, and the lashes are soft to the touch. It's not like a crunchy, crispy, dry lash. I also think it's super funny how a lot of makeup products now have like weed related names. They have like weed infused makeup, and they'll all have like weed puns in the names. I think it's so funny because, you know, a few years ago that was not a thing, but now it's like totally acceptable to just name stuff like Kush mascara. And then my lower lashes, we will do Lash Lick. I'm gonna put this on. Now Lash Lick is a completely different effect because Lash Lick gives you length and a little bit of volume, but it's very clean, and it's more of a kind of like a tubed length. It's not wispy and it's not spidery. It's a very clean length mascara. Look how long my lower lashes look too. So big fan of both of these mascaras. I'll have to show you guys a video with Lash Slick on the top lashes as well. This is something that I've really been liking to use as like a lip liner and definer. This is the Laura Mercier Extreme Velour Matte. It's like a little chunky situation, and the shade I really like is Fierce. So I like to just use this to slightly define, and then I just like blending it out with my finger to make it softer, but I feel like it just kind of emphasizes the shape and the size of your lips. So Bite Released new glosses. They are amazing. They smell like espresso. These are the French press glosses. I've narrowed it down to my 3 favorite shades so I don't overwhelm you guys. First of all, these are sheer, creamy, and super fluid, and just all around beautiful, wet looking glosses. My first favorite shade is Salted Caramel, which is like a soft peach. Next shade I'm sharing with you guys is Dirty Chai, which is more of a rosy, fleshy sheer shade. Last shade is French Press, which is more of a sheer, dark coffee bean nude. Gorgeous. Can't recommend these enough. Those are just my 3 favorite shades, and I feel like the shades that are the most complementary to my skin tone personally. So perhaps if you have a skin tone that's really similar to mine, you'll like it. Next are the Marc Jacobs. These are the, what are these called? These are the Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Sticks. These are incredible. I've never used anything like these. They took some of Marc Jacobs' most popular enamored lip gloss shades and turned them into solid gloss balms. These are incredible. I really can't rave about these enough. I was so excited to share these with you guys. So my favorite shades right now are Honey, which is more of a deep bronze nude, but it's very sheer. And then Mauve Time, which is a really pretty, oh, I just wasted a bunch. This is like a really pretty soft sheer mauve. I scraped some up to, you know, I scraped some up just so I could save it. Mauve Time and Honey. And then I know I've already mentioned this in a favorites video, but I just wanted to share that I really do still love the M Cosmetics True Gloss. I think it's so pretty. My favorite shade is Caramel Glaze, which is like this really gorgeous sheer milk chocolate shade. Last lip product I want to share with you guys is the Plump It Lip Gloss. This is super intense. I don't recommend it for the faint of heart, but it makes your lips double in size. I'm going to take some of the M Cosmetics Caramel Glaze Gloss. I really wanted to do a video with my friend Hannah and make her put this on for the first time on camera, but I was like, that's mean, because the first time I did it, I was tearing up, my eyes were watering, I was scared, but it was funny, and I wish I had done it on camera. I just didn't know that it was going to be that comical of an experience, but now that I've been wearing it, I'm kind of used to it, and I really do like how plump it makes my lips look. So I just do one pump, I apply that all over my lips, and then you guys will see they'll look a lot more plump in like 5-10 minutes. So we'll kind of just like let it do its own thing. Alright guys, so that's it for this new launches tutorial. If you have any questions, haha, nice if you could use the right word, Dacey. If you have any questions regarding these new launches, you know you can always hit me up in the comments down below. I will always do my best to get back to each and every single one of you and help you with anything regarding these products, tools, techniques, whatever you need to know. I'll do my best to help you. I will have products linked. Oh my gosh, I really can't talk anymore, guys. Wow, that's embarrassing. I will have products linked and listed in the description box down for you in the description. Guys, I've been talking for so long. This was a really long video to film, and now my mind is just like, did I get stuff on my chin? No. Cool. Okay. I will have products linked and listed in the description box down below for you guys, as well as my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Twitter. Please don't forget to come follow me on Instagram while you're at it, because that is where you guys will always find me when I'm not on my channel. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you didn't already. Leave a comment down below just to say hi, because I love talking to you guys. And if there are any new launches that you want to see in the near future reviewed by me on my channel, leave them down below. Let me know. I will always check them out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. I love you guys all so much. Bye.